really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I mean, you just cop it, like, and I think that's you build resilience, and the people that build resilience quick back then, you kind of went through the ranks quicker, and it's about, it's different to how it is now. You kind of can't act like that, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, so you get through that one, then you have a little bit of a break, and your cortisol sort of starts to settle down a little bit, and all your adrenaline starts to move back into wherever it goes to, probably your liver, and it gets and then a recirculate, then it starts all over again for dinner.
Yeah,
and then at this stage your nervous system is exhausted, and it's like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. But I've got mates who've been chefs and cooking, and they all went out. They used to go out.
Yep.
Is that normal?
Absolutely.
Let's go for a drink.
There's a reason that drug and alcohol abuse is rife in our industry, and it's because of those levels of, stress, anxiety, and you come off a massive high, whether it's a good high or a bad high, and your adrenaline's pumping, and you need something to calm you down.
So you need to, and I mean, as I understand it, because, many, 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 many years ago when I was much younger, around this area here, there used to be various famous bars that didn't sort of start kicking off till midnight.
Yeah.
And I used to often frequent them, usually on a weekend, but and then I'd run into mates of mine, blokes I knew who were chefs, and also musicians.
Yeah.
From pubs and stuff, and they'd all be just going out. Like, I'd already had a skinful by that stage, but they'd be just going out, and but they were ready to go.
Yeah.
Your new little unit community. Does everyone say, let's all go together?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you end up socializing with other people from the bars, the musos, everyone that kind of works nights, because you don't start till midnight, and you'll run through until the sun comes up.
Yeah. So
then get an hour's kip and go back to work.
What did that do to you?
Oh, I mean, I suffered massively from alcoholism and drug abuse for a long time. For 15 years, I drank every day.
What was the drug of choice? What were we talking about, Coke or something like that?
Yeah, Coke, but mainly alcohol, because it's just easy to get.
Yeah.
So you absolutely would have a crack on the recreational stuff in the weekends, but it was the booze that got me in the end.
So were you conscious that I got to go and have a drink because in the beginning, let's talk at the beginning part. Were you conscious that, like, I got to go and have a drink because I just need to wind down? Was that the theory?
I think it was subconsciously that, but it was more so just to be part of the crew, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it. So you just follow, I was young, I was 16, 17 when I started working in restaurants. So you just do what the older guys are doing, and then it just becomes habit really quickly.
Yeah, then you become the older guy.
Yeah. And then you start setting the trend. And it's not even at the end as well. It's even in the middle. So we'd do double shifts, and you'd clean down after lunch, and everyone would go to the pub. They'd have 3 or 4 pints and then go back to work.
They don't drink whilst they're cooking or anything, do they?
Yeah, in the end, you start doing it because if you go and have a beer after lunch service, and then you start sobering up during dinner service,
no good.
So you go and find some cooking wine or whatever, or you'll be mates with the bar, the person running the bar, and you'll be like, mate, I'll give you a bowl of chips if you
send me vodka.
Yeah, so they'd send you a coffee cup out, just be full of vodka and just have a shot. And
how sort of intense did it get and hectic did it get for you?
I got real bad. Yeah.
I don't understand. What does that mean by? So
I called myself a high functioning alcoholic, but it was 3 or 4 bottles of wine a day.
A day?
Yeah. Pretty comfortably. But there was
per day.
Yeah. But you're still going up to work every day. You're still showing up for everything. But then you kind of, once you get to a certain point in life, you go, I can't, there's no way my body can handle me doing this forever.
How did you know? Like, what were the signs that
I just think you just kind of, you just know.
How do you get out of bed?
You get out of bed and you start drinking again. That's what happens.
In bed?
No, but as soon as you get up.
As soon as you wake up?
Yeah.
Oh, so it got that bad?
Yeah, it got that bad.
Yeah, but so effectively drinking all the time?
All the time.
So you turned to work drunk. Not drunk, but with booze in your guts?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess you become so good at your craft that it doesn't really affect anything.
No, and there's managing it, right? So you don't show up drunk, but you have a little bit, just to kind of to get rid of the hangover effectively, and then you just kind of level it all day, and then you can
go again.
You can send it at night. But
was there an event or something that made you decide that that's it? I'm going to give it? Did you give it up in one shot?
Yeah, I think I'd known for a long time that at some point that, I'm an all or nothing type of person. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, I'm not one that could go, I can't, I can just have one or two drinks. I knew at some point I'd just have to stop drinking. But when I started kind of becoming a bit of a dick to my partner, that's what was that catalyst to me to go, okay, now it's time to sort this out.
Yeah. So you at some stage you said, you just go cold turkey.
No, and so I did what most people do. Well, a lot of people do is when I was in trouble and realised I was in trouble, I called my mum. I said, "Mum, I need some help here," and really lucky that I had a good support network around me. And so they put me in touch with a rehab centre, and they actually said, we can't get you in for a couple of days for whatever reason, but don't stop drinking, because the amount that I was drinking.
Don't stop drinking.
No, until they can manage it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so they just continue drinking what you're doing. We'll come and get you. They came to my door 3 or 4 days later, and they picked me up, and they took me in, and they pump you full of some kind of drug to basically knock you out, and they wean you off that. Alcohol's really dangerous to go if you're drinking at a really high level. It's really dangerous to just stop. Your body can go into shock.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's quite bad. Similar to heroin in that respect.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've been sober ever since?
Yeah, 8 years.
Congratulations.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Yeah.
What difference has it made to your life?
It's night and day. Yeah, it's night and day. I don't even think about it anymore. I never really have. It doesn't bother me. People drinking around me. There's booze around me all the time. I have no interest in drinking. It was, but I also don't regret it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
but yeah, I have no interest. But my life has done nothing but exponentially get better since I stopped drinking.